Kothiyal sir, can you hear me?
Yes जी शुरू हो गया हाँ
Good evening, everyone. This is Brijesh Wala, Secretary, Tunneling Association of India, young members, and I welcome you all to the 21st webinar of TAIym. For tunneling in Himalayas, I always use the quote, where uncertainty is highly certain, as there have been numerous instances of extreme geological surprises encountered while tunneling through it. This may be in the form of shear zones, faults, folds, and heavy water ingress, etc. So today's webinar is focused on the importance of shortcreting and grouting methods, which is commonly used to strengthen and reinforce this uncertain weak geology encountered while tunneling in Himalayas. Today's speaker for the webinar will be Mr. Mukesh Chandra Kothiyal. Mr. Kothiyal has an extensive experience in underground projects in the Himalayan geology. He is presently working as quality head of Zojila road tunnel project, which is Asia's longest road tunnel project of 14.2 kilometers length. Mr. Kothiyal has also contributed for some important national projects, such as Nuclear Power Plant Unit 5 and 6, which is situated in Kota, Rajasthan, Pir Panjal Tunnel, which is India's longest rail tunnel of length 11.2 kilometers, 6.5 kilometer long ZMOT road tunnel project, and RVNL edit number P5, P7B, and P8. So now I welcome Mr. Kothiyal to share his expertise on shortcreting and grouting methods. I would like to request all the participants to post the questions in the chat section, which will be visited by the speaker once the presentation is finished. The stage is open for you, Mr. Kothiyal. Thank you. Kothiyal sir, we can't hear you, sir. Sir, please unmute.
Hello. Now I am audible?
yes you are now
Yes,
audible.
yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. Thanks. Today I will spoken on grouting and shortcut in underground project in Himalaya. Before proceeding, I would discuss on sustainability, uh, corporate social responsibility, and our professional responsibility on our society, what we are giving to the society, nature, and globally, what is our responsibility to save the resources, what we are earning or we are using. As we know, we are using so much of aggregate, sand, cement, diesel, petrol, and other chemicals presently, but we are not paying back to the society. As a responsible professional, I think we should take care of the earth and come forward to take initiative and implement the correct methodology, process, save the global resources, and try to execute the work within schedule and proper characteristics. As and when we are doing the works, we should plan what we are doing surrounding our site, how much equipment, what the manpower, what type of activity we are doing. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you
sir,
are.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Uh, delivery of project on time, economic consideration, low carbon emission, and secure the water and material resources. Because if we do the projects and we don't deliver on time, it is very difficult to uh, sustain in the market, being a contractor, being a client, being a organization, being a person. If you are the person who can deliver the project with proper planning, with proper thought process, thinking analysis, and root cause analysis, and the company and the organization can benefit it with all in all respect. So your planning and your everything should be considerable, and the methodology, the process should be reusable, and all results should be.
Sir, I guess your screen is disconnected, sir. Can you please check?
uh, uh, Screen is okay, I think. Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Can you please put on the slideshow, sir?
Yes, I think it is okay. Challenge in Himalaya. Construction of tunnel in youngest and fragile mountain range of Himalaya had been a challenging task. The world's highest mountain range has been forming since the collision of Indian plate with Asian plate 40-50 million years ago. The Indian subcontinent has been penetrating deeper and deeper into the rest of Asia, resulting upliftment of Himalaya. The tunneling difficulty are squeezing ground condition, popping rock bursting, high temperature, heavy ingress of water, rust zone leading to collapse. These are the challenges while we execute the projects in Himalayan terrain, whether it is hydro projects, tunneling projects, metro, or any kind of structure. So the grouting and shortcut I'm going to focus today. What my experience I have faced, or as a team, as a whole organization, where I have thought it should be in a proper way or good way. So I will share my entire experience and my some details, key experience, and which may benefit to the industry, to the society. What is the grouting? Basically, we talk about so much about grouting, but the grouting is a dense fluid which is used to fill gap or used as reinforcement in a structure. Grout is generally a mixture of water, cement, bentonite, additive, sand, and is employed in pressure grouting, embedding in rebar in foundation, connecting section of precast concrete, filling voids, and sealing joints, such as those between foundation anchorage. Grouting is a soil sealing and stabilization process. Grouting permeate pore space. Hello, hello, hello.
Sir,
Go ahead,
continue.
sir. Go ahead.
Grouting
Sir,
is a
continue, sir.
grouting is a soil sealing and stabilization process. Grouting permeate pore spaces in soil with grouting that harden into a sandstone-like mass. Grout a stronger foundation for structure, provide needed support for excavation and to stabilize soil for tunneling. Importance of grouting. What is and why the reason we are doing the grouting? What is the solution and how and what materials should be there at appropriate time when you are doing or planning for grouting. The greatest use of grouting is to improve geomaterial, soil and rock. The purpose of grouting can be either to strengthen a formation or to reduce water flow through it. Type and solution as under. Presence of low rock cover above the tunnel may pose acute problem which need special support. Solution. Pipe through support with pressure grouting and sufficient strength up to 200 bar pressure can be done. Risk of encountering unexpected ground condition. Ground can be improved by filling discontinuity with the ground material, low viscous grout, colloidal silica or equivalent with sufficient strength up to 25 bar pressure can be done. What is the most frequent reason for grouting in tunnel? Pre-excavation grouting by cement, micropine, ultrapine and colloidal silica can be done. Loss of more than 50% of drilling water approximately in any single hole cement grout can be done. Ingress from any single probe hole 3 liter per minute or total ingress 15 liter per minute or 30 liter per minute per 100 meter in underground excavator portion. Inflow can be measured by installing automatic V notch at 90 degrees. Cement grout can
Excuse
be
me,
done.
Mr. Speaker, your
Yes.
slides are not moving. Please move your slides also.
Okay. Cement grout uh, can be done with accelerator to speed up faster progress. Rock bolt foundation encourage crack in grouting structure can be done by cement grout and high strength epoxy resin grout. We are discussing about poor ground condition and you can visualize on screen.
Sir, sir, can you please turn on the slideshow mode
Hello.
because the screen is not moving, sir.
Now it is moving.
F5 दबा दीजिए सर F5.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Hello.
FN
F5.
F5 दबा दीजिए सर FN F5. F5 yes sir.
इसको स्लाइड शो
Slideshow
मोड
mode
में
on करने
लेके
के लिए सर.
जाइए.
Hello. Now it is clear. Hello.
No, not yet.
Control F5. Next.
थोड़ा आराम से.
हेलो हेलो
हाँ जी सर।
अपना प्रेजेंट
अभी
ऑन कीजिए सर।
अभी ऑन हुआ सर?
नहीं सर, अभी आपने स्क्रीन शेयर कर दिया, आपको प्रेजेंटेशन को ऑन करना पड़ेगा स्क्रीन पे।
ये नहीं आ रही, बोला स्क्रीन ऑन नहीं हो रही।
वापस रीशेयर कर ले सर, कभी कभार टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है।
कोई इशू नहीं सर, मैं शेयर कर लेता हूँ अपनी स्क्रीन, आप मेरे को बताना जब चेंज करनी हो स्लाइड। हो गया सर? हाँ
ओके
हो गया सर।
ओके सर, ओके ओके है सर।
सर वो जो हाँ सर,
स्लाइड शो पे ले जाएं। इसमें स्लाइड शो का एक
वो सर,
ऑप्शन
हाँ
है,
बस
उसको ट्राई कर लीजिए।
वो दबा दीजिए सर, वो बटन दबा दीजिए। हाँ
स्लाइड
सर,
शो।
वही वही,
हम्म।
यस सर, उसका दबा दीजिए आप।
ठीक है सर।
आपने दबाया नहीं शायद वो।
Okay, you may continue with this only. It's okay.
सर आप डिस्कनेक्ट कर दीजिए, मैं अपनी आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन मैं शेयर करता हूँ यहाँ से। तो आप जब बोलोगे नेक्स्ट तो मैं यहाँ से चेंज कर दूंगा सर।
ठीक ठीक है सर, ठीक।
आप स्क्रीन डिस्कनेक्ट कर दीजिए सर। हाँ सर।
बड़ा कारण यही है कि तम्बाकू की आवाज हर जगह से सुनाई देती है।
Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, now it is visible.
Yes, now.
Sorry for the technical glitch, sir. I'm really sorry. So, Mr. Kothiyal, please continue. सर कंटिन्यू कीजिए।
मुझे लगता है मिस्टर कोठियाल लीव कर चुके हैं। मिस्टर कोठियाल इस वक्त आपकी बात नहीं सुन रहे हैं।
So we'll just call him. 2 minutes, sir.
डिस्कनेक्ट।
हाँ, उन्हें फोन करके दोबारा ज्वाइन करवाइए।
हाँ जी सर, कॉल कर रहे हैं सर उन्हें।
I'm extremely sorry, sir. He is right now in Uttarakhand. So because of some technical glitch, sir, he is facing some issues. So he'll just join in a minute, sir.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात
Please
नहीं।
bear with me for a minute, sir.
हाँ हाँ, नो इशू, नो इशू।
हाँ जी सर, मैं इन तो कर अभी उसमें एक हेलो।
Sir, you are audible, sir. You can continue now.
ओके ओके। Can you go back on previous screen? Hello. Hello.
Yes, you are off.
Move. Yes, please move next slide. Please move for next slide. Please play the video for ground condition.
ये मुकेश, इसके पहले स्लाइड नंबर 4 डिस्कस कर लीजिए जरा। स्लाइड नंबर 4 में आपकी बड़ी अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन है, दैट विल बी यूजफुल। सॉरी, मैं गोपाल धवन बोल रहा हूँ।
Okay, okay, sir. Right, sir. I will
स्लाइड
come
नंबर
on
4
slide number 4.
डिस्कस कर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks. Due to network problem, I extremely sorry. I disconnected. Now I am talking on the region for grouting and solution. The presence of low rock need proper support. Hello.
कंप्यूटर स्किल करियर क्या मतलब जो अभी टोटल एक्सपीरियंस है। हाँ, करियर समरी लिख दे यहाँ पे। समरी लिख, बात नहीं है।
मिस्टर सुमित, आपका माइक ऑन है।
Hello.
बाकी एड्रेस
Can I continue?
हाँ, प्लीज मुकेश यहाँ से शुरू कर लीजिए।
Okay, sir. Thank you. The presence of low rock cover, the tunnel may pose acute problem which need special support. Pipe proofing support with pressure grouting can be done up to 200 bar pressure, and if the strata is not permitting the sufficient amount of pressure, then the pressure of grout can be reduced, like we have to increase just 0 to 25. Then if the ground condition is okay but cover is not insufficient, then we can increase the pressure. Then next is risk of encountering unexpected ground condition, and low viscous grout and colloidal silica will be better in this case, and 0 to 25 bar pressure will be okay. Water is the most frequent reason for grouting in tunnel. In case of the water ingress or seepage, first we have to go with pre-injection grouting by cement. If cement is not permeating, then microfine, then ultrafine, and colloidal silica. We can go whatever material is permeating into the same. Loss of water during drilling. So later on we will come on this. The cement grout can be done in this case, and in case of ingress 3 liter per minute or 15 liter per minute or 30 liter per minute per 100 meter. So we can go with the same cement grouting and can add an accelerator for speed up of progress. For rockwood grouting, foundation anchorage and crack in concrete, I have the slide and we can go in detail on later is, but it is a just summary to analyze what type of grouting is being done, and what is the solution, and what type of material or chemical can be used. So this was for that only. Now
Excuse me, sir. What is this resin grout? Is it just end anchorage or something else?
Resin anchorage, again two kind of resin are there. One is epoxy base, which is a single component, and another is double component. So the double component we use generally where the crack and the like cold joint are there. In RCC concrete, we can spray the epoxy resin grout through a pump, which having the capacity up to 50 or 100 bar pressure. So it is a low viscous again, and the gel time will be.
Resin can be used as a grout.
Yes, yes, sure. I will show on my upcoming slides how it can be done, and what the size of packing of packers and the packer specification. All I will discuss later on.
Thank you, sir.
Should I continue?
Please, sir.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. We were discussing about the poor ground condition, how we select the grout, the pipe roofing, the support system. It all require when the ground condition is not feasible to excavate the tunnel. So I have seen letters in some railway projects and RVNL also. There is a good design philosophy and the constructive and faster excavating approach and procedure they are implementing, which is you can see. Just touching the boomer and it is falling down. So however the condition will be there in the nature, and you have to take the correct pre-excavation methodology, what type of grouting is suitable in that condition, pipe roofing and other elements like RRS, like rib and the lattice girder, the shortcrete, the grouting, every thing should be done in a proper way. You can see the next slide, which is showing the tunnel under the sea. Why we do the tunneling? Because there is the no space, no land in the Norway. I am talking about the Norway, and there is the all tunneling is 90%, I think, going under the sea. There in this condition, we have to implement and go with the grouting. Pre-excavation, you can see gluing the tunnel portal together to stabilize the entrance nicely. The drilling, anchoring and grouting has been done nicely. The face has been excavated in poor ground condition, fractured, highly fractured. So there is only the not in Norway, in Uttarakhand, Himachal and hilly terrain also, we have to study what the condition of at the face, what is that, whether it is cavity, whether it is the solid, whether it is the water bodies. So to care of the nature and the body, or the people are residing at Himalaya or mountains, they have to survive with the water and their needy and what they need. So the water is the key component to the survival. So we have to take preventive measures during the tunnel excavation, because the water is a hazard for tunnel during the construction. We have to try best possible measures to grout it and to expedite the progress, as well as to keep the nature as it is, because we are not paying to nature, we are just deteriorating, and we are doing the progress and executing the works to achieving our targets and goals. I have a case study of railway project in Jammu and Kashmir and USPRL project Katra near near Udhampur. There was a huge water body occur in tunnel, and the waterfall has been waterfall has been observed inside the tunnel. Maybe there the reason of improper planning, maybe the reason of not doing the geological and water investigation when the tunnel has been planned and to execute. So we have to always think before execution what type of challenges and the preventive measures to be taken. So it is a case study one, and because when the tunnel is excavation is going on, no surprises should come. That challenges, that all unforeseen consequences should be analyzed before the time schedule. Next, the case study on 24th May 1992, heavy ingress of water observed in HRT at RD 1194 in Dhulasti HEP. There was 200 liter per second, which reaches 1400 liter per second within a week. The TBM assemblies were submerged. The flood water evacuated through bypass tunnel connected to silt flushing tunnel. The source was enemy Nala fault having a large confined aquifer. You can see visualized on screen. There is a huge amount of water come from the hill, and it have hampered the progress and the total loss of the economical as well as the progress and delay of projects. Case study 3 again. Case of in 90s excavation of the original headbridge tunnel encountered a heavily fault zone with an overlaying river valley where rock cover decreased to only a few meters with overlaying saturated river-borne deposit. At the time of the original excavated cave in the severe water ingress were encountered in this zone that lead the tunnel to collapse, resulting in heavy delay of the projects. It is a case of Maneri Valley HCP second stage. Now, when we see these all consequences or failure of progress. Hello, hello, hello.
जी हाँ, आप
Yes, sir,
कंटिन्यू
go
करें,
ahead.
आपकी आवाज सुन।
Hello.
Please continue. You are audible.
Okay, okay, sir. While these consequences, we have some parameters, some key factors to assess how we can prevent this situation, how we can take the corrective measures before happening. Demonstrate the extensive use of water pressure testing on 6 to 9 meters for mapping of the water conductivity along the length of the hole. we have to drill. You are visualizing on screen this kind of fractured, highly fractured rock. And if in case you go ahead 50 or 100 meter, after that the water bodies come into the tunnel, maybe a big problems. And during excavation of the same, your water may loss, like you are drilling and your water is penetrating into the fissures and hole, so you have to be immediately grouted it. And you have to calculate the lesion value. What is the lesion value? You have to drill and measure the flow rate per minute, pressure, and the depth of the hole. You can calculate the lesion value. And another concept and the grouting procedure, how you will identify which grout is suitable in which class of rock or class of soil. So like your tunnel face having stone, gravel, sand, or silt, so you can go ahead with the material like cement and mortar, or bentonite, sand and gravels, or rock. There is nothing is required in rock. And if your sandy and silty strata is being observed, then you may go ahead with the cement initially. If not possible, then you may go with the microfine, ultrafine, and colloidal silica, which has been experienced and has been worked in particular this recent year. Last 2 year I have also worked with some kind of grouting specification technology. So if you follow, I have confidence that will successfully work out, and you will found within the time good practice and good results, and your progress will be more better, and you have no fear while excavating the tunnel, because you have done proper treatment with the tunnels, with the required parameters what you facing. Also you are seeing the injection pressure as per the different meter of depth. The pressure would be 25, 50, 75, and 100. You can go with the different injection depth. You are also visualizing that cement and chemicals and colloidal silica is being mixed at the tunnel face, and then pour a tunnel as per the like 9, 12, 3 and 6 o'clock. You have drill up to 9, 16, 21, 24 meter length. Like you can go 52 or 64 or 78 mm, if whatever it is possible with the machine, with the equipment you have, and you can drill it. You can observe the water losses, or you can observe the strata what is occurring, or you can do the grouting and other grouting pattern you can make as per your designer prescription, or your as per the methodology, and then you can grout it as tunnel at crown or face, and you can stabilize it and excavate in a safer way properly. You can also say see change of soil rheology. There was a specification, and the material available with BSF, Normat, and other chemicals, MyPy and Sika, they do what the strata as face, like you are facing the soil and a silty sand at face. You can add there a water and the silica form with the appropriate, it can be decided based on the trials. Then you can see the results, and it will be a like of gel, and it will be cohesive or non-cohesive. Then easily you can make it the excavation, cut it like a cake, and your risk and your dangerous occurrence will be very less. So it is a good practice when you when you identify the strata, when you make the some assessment and then do the works, you will happily do the works, and your results will be satisfactory. There is some soil grouting methods: compacting grouting, permeation grouting, fracture grouting, mixing jet grouting. I will not go in detail. I will be little faster, because there is just the type of grouting in soil which we are treating and permeating, which type of material you are pouring, Like OPC, you can do 0.4 mm size of fissures. Like 0.1 mm fissures, you can go with the MFC. Like a 0.05, like a 50 micron size of fissures, you can go with ultrafine. Size, again, size is matter. You can see the funnel, or similarly to Mars flow apparatus, you are putting like cement, microfine and ultrafine. The cement particles will be higher size, like 50 micron or 40 microns. It will not pass through the tube. So you need the particle size finer when your crack size is 0.02 mm. So your size of crack, if lesser than 0.02 mm, your size of material which you are pouring, like microfine or ultrafine, you can see the microfine, you can define below 15 micron called microfine, and below 12 micron called ultrafine. There is some other materials which are the research is going on. So these are the all materials is benefited, and you can examine through rheological test. What is rheological test? Stable cement grout behave like Bingham fluid. Therefore, both the viscosity and cohesion need to be measured to provide a complete picture of the rheological behavior. The most common method of assessing the rheological behavior of cement grout in the field is to measure the amount of time it takes 1 liter of grout to flow through a Mars cone or funnel. This measurement is called Mars time or Mars viscosity, and gives an idea of the rheological behavior of the grout. So the rheological data to be established before going to a grout at site. Microfine, ultrafine, colloidal silica, and other kind of material we are discussing. Like microfine is governed to 10874 codal provision is that, and the specific surface, the blend value should be minimum 600 meter per square kg, and D95 denoted its size, like the microfine cement should be 15 micron below, and the ultrafine again 10874 code is governing, and the 900 meters per kg is the blend value, and D95 should be below 12 micron. If it is more than 12, it will call microfine, and the blend value will be differ. The colloidal silica, colloidal controllable gel time from 10 minutes to 2.5 hours is basically colloidal silica, very low viscous, equal to excellent penetration. 5 MPa strength can be obtained. Consolidation of sedimentary rock, and very cost effective as compared to chemical injection. Bentonite, ground stabilization. Basic purpose of bentonite, LL will be 300%, and pH between 8 to 10.5, swelling by volume 10 to 12 times original volume, and it grain size 0.02 mm more than 85% should pass, 0.2 mm 99.9% pass, and 2 mm 100% should be pass. Polyurethane, consolidation of the shear or disturbed rock for making the ground impermeable against water inflow even under high pressure, high fire resistance, flow permeability, which will produce a low strength grout that may be very difficult for an initial cutoff from running water. Polyurethane can be done, but it is not advisable, because it is the waste of time and realization of improper planning. Because when we do pre-injection grouting through cement or microfine, this condition will not happen to use polyurethane grout. Epoxy grout we'll discuss again on next slide, but it is a low viscosity epoxy resin with long pot life, with crack injection, sealing crack in concrete and restoring structural integrity. chemical composition. Microfine and ultrafine grout is basically a cement, but it has the size to determine whether it is microfine or ultrafine. But it has the basic percentage of the ingredients like C3S, C2S, and C3A and other parameters is similar to this. And this table is saying about the microfine and ultrafine properties. So cement basically ingredients for the microfine and ultrafine purpose is stabilization. Both will do water permeability, good strength improvement, and the difference between microfine and ultrafine. Microfine will be D50 will be below 4 micron, D95 below 15 micron, ultrafine below 3.5 and below 12 micron. Specific surface. The microfine will be 600 by meter square per kg and ultrafine 900 meter square per kg. The mud balance similar to density 1.4 to 1.5. The mass value it may vary variable with the different water cement ratio and admixtures. If you will increase the amount of admixture plasticizer, your mass will be different. Mass value will be different. So it is a practical and that we have established the data. So it is 30 to 34 is okay for penetration, and the mass flow was 0.8 we have established in past projects. Bulk density will again for microfine 800 to 1500 and ultrafine 500 to
सर अब
800.
अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर लीजिए सर वहां से.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर लीजिए सर.
Now, okay, sir. हेलो.
अभी तक आई नहीं सर आपकी स्क्रीन.
अभी आपकी स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुई है मुकेश.
आप पिक कर लीजिए सर.
नहीं हो रही सर.
नहीं हो रही है सर अभी तक. थर्ड ऑप्शन सर अपना.
अभी हुआ सर.
नो.
नो सर.
अभी सर.
हाँ सर अब आ रही है. हाँ सर अब आप ही समझाइए सर वहां से.
The other methods of assessment, what is the exact data like the water bodies, the soft ground condition, hard ground condition, the poor fracture, it all can be assessed by the some methods like tunnel seismic prediction, DC, direct current resistivity method, and probole. Probole is generally is being done in all projects in India. It is a older version, but the tunnel seismic prediction, I think some consultant or PMC has done in railway project recently. So it is a good practice to assess, and I have a video to show you. Currently, it is a more accurate reliable practice.
Please carry on, sir.
Continue, sir.
I think you know about it because it is a new technology to assess the strata at the face. So you can Google it and you can check what is the TSP. This grout trials and results we have established in my previous projects. There was certain chemicals which need to be established, like their viscosity, bleeding, shrinkage, and their setting time. Most important is setting time. Once we fix the parameters like cement and the WC ratio, the admixture, what doses should be used. Sometime the consultant designer uh, fix the doses of amount, the admixture, accelerator. This has to be uh, used. So you have to be choose the right type of product like microfine, ultrafine. The product, the manufacturer guideline, also their recommendation, which temperature is feasible, and sometimes it gives some relative strength as per the strata where you are penetrating it. So this the table which you are visualizing, it is all about the grouting data which has been established. Now I will
Sir,
go.
we are looking at the table, sir. आप एक बार सर
Hello.
साइमल्टेनियसली सर स्लाइड पे अपनी अपनी स्लाइड भी चेक कर लीजिए कौन सी स्लाइड है, तो उसकी साइमल्टेनियसली आप साथ साथ समझाते जाइए सर, क्योंकि अभी हमारे हमारे पास टीएसपी की स्क्रीन ही दिख रही है सर हमको।
आप शायद स्लाइड 13 दिखाना चाहते हैं।
सर अभी आ रही है स्लाइड, क्लियर है सर? अभी स्लाइड
जी।
चेंज हुआ?
हाँ सर, अब
हो गया,
स्लाइड
ठीक है।
Okay. We have study so much face study of grain size analysis we did. We find out the sometimes normal cement OPC or below 300 meter square per kg fineness would not be good for the grouting. So we tried 53S, which is meant for special category for sleeper, that is more fine cement. So it is we have did some pipe roofing and rock bolting grouting, but for this kind of strata where fine grained soil 150 micron size of sand, which grout will be feasible. So there we find the some bonding between soil and grout has been observed, and it was stable at some time because the stand-up time during the excavation is very less as compared to rock. Again, we did the ultrafine grout with the plasticizer PCBs chemical at one phase. So there were covels and pebbles between the particles. It works, but it took take times like 4 to 6 and 7 hours, and it gives the some strength after some period. Like one sample gives 2.2 MPa, 1.2 and 2.2. It is the composite from taken from the face sample. You can see this is the flowing grout into the pebbles and gravels at face were poured by the pipe roofing umbrella, and it has work out after 4-5 hours. It was a hardened surface, very hard, and then it was not breaking some time by the excavator. So the ultrafine was successful in that case. Again, my aim was to protect the mountains water, no scarcity on the top mountain villager, because one day will come the water will not be there at mountain, because at rainy season the mountains get charged, but as we are frequently excavating the tunnels and the water is diverting somewhere else. So we did a 16-meter length of a hole. The water come, then we did cement water admixture, and after 2 hour 50 minutes it was set by the cement only, nothing was done. because we don't have the sufficient system like accelerator adding system into the grout pump. However, we have the grouting machine, but we don't have the accelerator adding system. So we did. Just a minute. ठीक 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 ठीक. Hello. Hello. I am audible. Hello.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay.
Please continue.
The grouting was done to prevent the free flow water with this 100 kg cement, WC 0.8 and admixture 1.5, and no other chemical were used. I was just want to see whether the cement simply stop the water or not. You are watching the packer. It is a hydraulic packer which we have kept 2.5 hour into the hole, and after 2.5 hour it was difficult to take back because the system was not able to take back because sometime the grout pressure come back, and it may be dangerous. So finally, the grouting volume 9,409 liter kg of grout by this automatic grouting rig we did, and it was a successful case also. And this is again, we are earlier talking about the contact grouting when the lining tunnels at crown between the rock shortcrete surface and the concrete cell. There is a gap will be always there. So you have to fix the mechanically prepared packers, and you can do the grouting at 0.5 to 0.8 WC ratio. The admixture may be 1 to 1.5% at 3 to 5 bar pressure. And the results were in Pir Panjal tunnel, you can say the 50 MP we have seen on cement grout. The water cement ratio, if you have control 0.5 to 0.6, 0.7, it will be good. And if more than 0.8, it will reduce your strength. Admixture will work, give you the workability and the flow, but later on the shrinkage and the proper strength will not be achieved if your water cement ratio is higher. Then another where some cracks were observed. So to treating the cracks, we did epoxy resin is a two component low viscosity epoxy resin based injection system designed for crack in concrete and restoring the structural integrity as per ASTM C881. You can see the 1 day strength is approx 50 MPa and 7 days 70 MPa. I have personally seen by this specimen, and you can install. The procedure is the spacing between two adjacent injection ports shall be 1000 mm center to center for fixing injection packer for port drill hole of 12 mm diameter and to depth of 150 to 200 mm using suitable drill machine. You can do it, and the pressure to be maintained up to 2 to 5 bar, not more than that, because your concrete may cracks. It is again another challenge. So you have to keep optimum pressure. If you want to analyze your grout is proper or not, you can identify the location, take the core, and check the compressive strength. Your purpose will be solved. I think this is the very economical key when you are doing this, because it is more costly than your concrete, and if your concrete is not too good, then you have to bear it. I'm saying about the setting of grout time until next activity. When you are excavating the face, you will
Sir, I
always
hope you
see.
explained slide number 17, sir. If
Yes,
not,
yes,
please teach.
yes. Okay. And the parameters, you can see the pre-injection grouting. The Mars cone should be below 35. Bleeding should be 2%. Should be restricted at 2 hours. and initial and final setting time may be by accelerator you can add. Because why this slide was needed, because often more people ask about the grouting and setting time, but no people discuss about the accelerator adding into the grout, because it is very necessary to add the accelerator and to fix the setting criteria. If you are not adding the accelerator into grout, your progress will be hamper, and you will not judge whether grouting working or not, and whether your face can be excavated with the fresh grout. This slide was not want to show, but it is the final criteria. When your water is inflowing inside the tunnel, then you have to go with the A and B component, and your area or where the cavity is formed, you have to do. And already it has been discussed by so many experts. So the gel time will be 55 seconds, and the setting time will be finished within 60 seconds. And it create by two type of the polyurethane grout is being used. One is a single component, another is double, and there is again two kind of material which is forming and non-forming. So you have to select which kind of material by the manufacturer is recommending. It is just to study, then you have to go ahead. Now I will go on Shortcret. Shortcret, the first time spray concrete job were done in the United States by the cement gun company Altron as earlier 1907 with the spray concrete product type gunite using simple to operate compressed air driven pump were used, and similar to that figure. Spray concrete mortar is a mixture of cement, silica, fiber, aggregate, and additive and other water pneumatically projected at high velocity on the surface and compacted by its own momentum with respect to specification. Certain criteria should be fulfilled, which shall be covered in this topic. Why it is prepared to ensure the construction area is safe without delay, stand-up time, correct control, phase stability, care excavation, and design supported rock. And the excavation to be carried out is step of certain distance. It all in required for Shortcret. Increase of load carrying capacity due to the distribution of stress. It is by the Shortcret you can get it. Two type of Shortcret is frequently. Hello. Two type of Shortcret. Hello, I am audible. Can I go continue? Can I proceed?
Mr. Mukesh, your slide is not moving.
स्लाइड जो है ना 17 नंबर पे ही है सर, आगे नहीं बढ़ी हम अभी तक 17 नंबर की।
सर वो आपके साथ सिंक्रोनाइज नहीं हो रहा है सर, वो आप जो बोल रहे हैं वो स्लाइड नहीं आ रहा है सर वहाँ पे।
स्लाइड वहाँ पे डिस्प्ले नहीं हो रही है, कोई स्लाइड अपने
सर स्लाइड शो दबाइए ना सर, F5।
एक्चुअली कुछ नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम लग रहा है मुझे। नाउ इट इज क्लियर। हेलो हेलो।
सर स्लाइड तो आ रहा है, आप F5 दबाइए ना सर।
Yes, it's clear now.
I think some technical error is there. Hello.
Sir, you are
You can view
audible.
the slide, sir. You can continue.
Okay. Normally, the dry Shortcret pneumatically covered conveyor Shortcret in which most of the mixing water is added at the nozzle. We do the dry Shortcret where the easily accessible is not possible, where the you don't have sufficient crew and team equipment, so your restriction of the area and accessibility, the material, faster time in production you need, so you may arrange the dry Shortcret at site. It is not being frequently used because it is not so prompt and so correct to assess the strength, so other parameters So presently everywhere the wet mix shortcut is being done. Shortcut wherein all ingredients including water, chemical, fiber are mixed in batching plant. It also pneumatically spray on a tunnel surface. There is advantage water content is controlled and more precisely effective and more production with proper design mix. You can see hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. You can see
Unable, unable to hear anything. Unable to hear.
hello. Can I
Hello.
proceed?
यस सर यू आर हियर सर प्लीज एक बार आप समझाते वक्त अपनी स्क्रीन को देख लीजिए अगर स्लाइड मैच हो रहा है तो इसमें कंटिन्यू कीजिए वरना चेंज कर दीजिए सर जैसे
Okay.
तालमेल
Okay. Now,
रखिए screen।
now I am on most suitable curve. Are you watching this slide? आप देख पा रहे हैं इसको? Most suitable curve.
No, sir.
नहीं सर
Only type of shortcuts.
No, sir.
You're still on types of shortcut.
It is being displayed.
Most suitable curve.
Pardon?
अभी आया
Most
sir.
suitable.
Yes, now
Sir, you are in
most suitable curve.
Yes, okay. Sir, this is the mechanical properties of aggregate. We have to always keep in mind when the shortcut has to be designed with proper strength requirement, with the parameters for different grade. Our gradation curve should be fall within the envelope, because if your percentage uh, aggregate is not coming into the curve, your shortcut strength and whatever the parameters as per your contract is mentioned will not be achieved. So you have to keep the first aggregate gradation curve should be fall within the requirement. Then what is the J class? J class is basically applicable when shortcut must be placed as quickly as possible in thick layer, inflow of water is observed and stresses occur. J2, what is J2? Applicable when early active rock pressure is present. J3 applies only to exceptional case. High early strength generally lead to reduced strength increase at later age.
Not in the screen. Nothing. Only that number 2 most, that is the most suitable curve. After that, nothing. What is that? What you are telling, it is not not being displayed. Whatever you are telling.
Now it is clear, sir.
No, it is there, but what you are telling, it is not matching with the display.
Okay, the cement content you are seeing on display 400 to 450 kg.
Nothing. That is in the right side below the graph.
Sir, it's showing 25 number slide. Just move towards 26 or 27. You are describing, I think, 27 number.
20. I am on 25.
You are on 25.
Yes, it's 25. Please continue. It's 25.
Okay, continue.
Yes, sir, he's at 25. Cement right bottom.
Cement 400, 450. Silica
Okay,
10 to
sir.
25 minutes. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. This is the best precisely established mix design which we have done, like 400 to 450 kg cement. If we go more than 450 kg cement for hello, sir, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Silica 10 to 25 kg will be good enough. Admixture 0.8 to. Sir, I'm getting voice from somewhere.
Everyone, please mute the speaker.
I'm
फास्टली क्या लास्ट में स्लाइड शेयर करेगा वो ग्रुप में डाल दूंगा थोड़ा सुनी करते हैं दो आप में लगा दूं लिंक लगा रहे हैं
hello. I'm getting so much voice from. This is the mix which is precisely done like the admixture is recommended 0.8 to 2%. The HCA hydration control additive 0.25 to 5%, 0.5%. The crusher sand is 55 to 65 will be good if your target to achieve 38-35 MPa of strength, and the 10 aggregate should be 35 to 55%. The WC ratio should be 0.3 to 0.37. If your water cement ratio will be higher, you cannot achieve the strength and energy at the same WC ratio. The workability should be 160 to 30 during the initial stage, and at pouring side it should be 200 or 180 is better at the same time. This is now I am on a requirement as per specification. Hello.
Continue. Please continue.
Requirement criteria for spray concrete. Designed and anticipated the requirement before application at site, which should be verified through pre-construction testing and satisfy the all requirement parameters such as loss of strength due to use of accelerator, influence of air pressure. The following test to be done while pre-construction testing, or we can say before use at site. All material test, independent test, the strength without accelerator to be established, establishing the gradation curve and workability, early strength, hilty shortboard and pull-out test. Early strength can be done because it is being done by the penetrometer, but the hilty shortboard and pull-out test, the equipment is not available with the manufacturer. Maybe depend upon the request they may supply. Core strength 1 day to 28 days should be confirmed. The energy absorption capacity as per the EN should confirm. The flexural strength and toughness indices I5, I10 shall be checked. In situ strength shall be 0.85 of the characteristic strength, and the fire resistance as per ACI 216 in case of spray concrete is designed as final lining shall be done. So these all are essential parameters should be considered while doing. So I am now going on codal provision. The short kit which we talk about that should be considered loss of strength due to accelerator and due to air. You can see the screen. There is Austrian guidelines and European codes stating that hello that the 15% loss will be lose due to liquid accelerator, and 10% will be lose by the influence of air compaction. So the 25% overall percentage of reduction will be considered. Like your strength grade or class will be for M30, so it should be 38 MPa at 28 days. It should be achieved. Then this is the J1, J2 which we have earlier discussed, and this is about the ACI 318 code, which is stating that if 0.40 MPa is the grade of short kit, the cube strength should be attained 40 MPa. At 0.8 should be attained on cylinder, and in 0.84 should attend in situ sample. Hello. Now I am on established accelerator doses. Uh, while we are designing the short kit at the lab and making the mix, we should keep in mind that accelerator should be used appropriate doses. The accelerator, if as more than the recommended doses, your strength will be higher, your short kit operation will be okay, but short kit will be in a burning stage, and later on your strength will not achieve from in situ. So you have to establish through this wicket apparatus or Gilmore apparatus. The recommended setting time for the short kit is maximum 4 minutes should be desirable and acceptable. The cement content versus rebound. Rebound of shortcut is key factor to assess the performance of mix, quality of accelerator, efficiency of equipment, nozzle man skill. It all work together, then you may achieve good results. Due to insufficient cement, the strength cannot be achieved and influence the rebound. The following to be considered: optimum accelerator to be used, high doses may lead to reduce the final strength, and optimum cement content silica doses help in less rebound. This statics and about cement, if you are using more than 450 kg cement, that will be economical wastage, but your rebound will be found at wall 7% and at crown will be 15%, means overhead at 15% at 450 kg. If your cement content is lesser, 375 kg, then your slightly your wall rebound will be 16 and your overhead may 29%. It is a not a Bible, but it is a statics from the manufacturer or some industry expert. But you can do a better mix design with the good appropriate, and you can establish your own what is the cement content and how much rebound and the wastage you are found on that design. Now I am on admixture and additive. I will not go in details, little faster, because admixture you all know about the second generation polycarboxylate or naphthalene based chemical with high early strength is the suitable admixture for spray concrete mix for controlling WC ratio, retention and strength. Microsilica is composed of silicon dioxide. Silica react with the calcium hydroxide from the cement, which will form more for the calcium silicate hydrate, increasing the strength, better cohesive and energy capacity. Hydration control additive spray concrete mix can be used for longer retention as per NTM soft ground requirement. The SAM is a unique non-chloride chemical system which control the dynamics of cement hydration by suspending the hydration process and reactivating it hour or even day later with no loss of quality of the short kit. When dispensed into the mix at batching plant, it fully stabilizes the hydration process by forming a protective barrier around the cement particles. Hydration control with stabilizer work with all type of cement material, C3S, C3A, C2S. It all better scheduling, easier to planning. When very poor ground condition is being excavated, the doses may be established by site trials before use, and you can assess the final results after establishing the SAM through field trials, which may called field suitability trials. Now, hydration control additive are important in long tunnels and in poor geology. Traditionally, you can see the batching plant is near and you have spray immediately within 1 and 2 hours. But with the HCA, you can go up to 3 to 72 hours. You can make the mix at batching plant. You can put the hydration control additive spray at site as and when required. Because in NATM soft ground condition, the short kit should be prepared and readily available at site while spraying the excavating the face. Once or in case of any failure or problem persists, then you can immediately spray the short kit over the ground. So this is the advantage of HCA hydration control additives. Now I'm on testing and requirements. Fineness should be between 3,500 to 5,000 centimeters per gram for cement. C3A content should be more than 7%. Spray shortcrete temperature should be more than 13 degrees centigrade. Workability should be 160 to 230 mm as per EFNR. It has been mentioned. Air pressure, you have to as a better engineer and the good shortcut operator, keep the optimum pressure always. Where the rock loss is good, they keep 6 7 8 bar pressure for shortcut, and if poor rock condition or geology, he take the decision, and 2 3 or 4 bar is sufficient. Initial curing is essential. Testing early strength as per photograph, tensile bond strength. This method measures the force that is needed to pull out a drop bolt embedded in spray shortcut or concrete. Compressive strength of green shortcut. The maximum pressure reading activated with hand piston pump are shown on two pressure gauge with maximum indicate pressure. Equipment is not available in manufacturer, but depend upon the requirement. They may provide you. It is for tensile bond strength of the shortcut, which we previously used. Accelerator use and field suitability trials. Accelerator, high performance alkali free accelerator for spray concrete, 4 to 8% to be used. Panel not to be moved from site before 18 hours, because due to disturbance and improper setting or delay of setting, it may get, the panel may damage, or your sample may give you incorrect value. Strength must follow J curve to support the ground reaction. Thick layer build up to achieve design thickness. Reduce rebound, sprayable in poor and wet ground condition. Keep the dosage of accelerator minimum if tunnel temperature is more than 15. Presently, we at our site try to accelerator higher side, but it is not a good practice. Once the temperature is okay for the site or surrounding atmospheric, then you can keep the temperature of accelerator around 15-20 degree. If it is okay, then you can use the optimum dosage of accelerator. Your optimum dosage will give you the best results. Now, the core compressive strength. You know, the 28 days strength should be FCK plus 1.15 during the execution. The shortcut routine core strength at 28 days should be FCK plus and like 30, 32, 33, it is okay. But the strength should be FCK into 0.8 per as 85 as per ACI 318 EFNR specification. In case of steel, inside core presence of transparent steel cause a 10 to 15% reduction in compressive strength of core. The effect of embedded steel in higher or stronger concrete, or as it is location moves away from, and however presence of steel parallel to the axis of the core is not desirable. This is the sample of specimen which you generally take from the site, and if there is steel into the concrete sample or core sample, you can go with the same ground truth formula. You have to identify the length, the diameter of steel bar, how much length and how much dia exactly into the core, and you have to calculate accordingly. Now this is the plate bending test. The plate bending test serves to determine the energy absorption function as impact strength of shortcut. A spray concrete panel in a box 600 into 100 mm side to be spray tested. 3 number of specimen at least to be tested. The load is applied by deformation control testing. Press at deformation rate of 1 mm per minute unit. A deflection of 25 mm. Measuring accuracy 0.01 mm and 0.01 kilonewton. The machine tolerance. The data are represented as a low deformation curve. Panel should be spray and label on optimum percentage, preferably 4 to 8%. Spray sample should not be moved before 18 hours. The punching to be done at opposite side, and test may perform after 28 days. not earlier than that. You are visualizing that load upon displacement. It directly come on the screen of the machine, and you can calculate the energy, or the machine shows directly energy, because the well distributed fibers give you the better energy. In case of your accelerator dosage is perfectly okay, your fiber is well distributed, and your finishing is good, you can achieve good energy, and you can see the results can be calculated, or the energy is basically a low area under the curve is the energy. So we are doing this practice, and it is the sampling and the procedure of testing is being implemented. What is the benefit of it? The technical benefit of spray concrete and fibers. The brittle nature of any material lead to a stutter mode of failure, while a toughened nature lead to a ductile mode of failure, where the element still continue to hold together. Fiber in concrete work precisely on the concept wherein the brittle nature of concrete is transferred into a ductile one by addition of fiber. The presence of fiber at the crack faces provide high level of post-crack tensile capacity in the concrete, which lead to all the associated improvements to the toughening property and energy absorption capacity of concrete. You can see the screen that if the simple bar is being used, your thickness will be higher, and the steel will not be uniform. If you are using the fibers, your thickness will be less, and your fiber will be uniform, well distributed, and will take the distribution of fiber into the structure. And your cycle time at tunnel will also help you by using the fibers, whether it is steel fiber or polypropylene fiber. In conventional mesh spray concrete, installing the steel mesh is a manual process that proceed at a slow pace. It takes a crew of worker and equipment to install the mesh, and then proceed with spray concrete, which result in a far less productive and unsafe procedure to be followed due to threat of rock falling while installing of mesh. Direct mixing of fiber in the short kit eliminate the time consuming process of installing the mesh. Now you know that to achieve the higher energy, accelerator must be optimum due to the its burning effect. Fiber specification: which fiber is generally being used? Class 2 45 to 55 length, shape cross sectional 0.3 and the aspect ratio should be more than 64, and the tensile strength of the fiber should be more than 500 and more, and the elasticity, modulus of elasticity, should be more than 5 GPa. Its benefit: high tensile and high young modulus provide good result. Optimum air should be applied during spray fiber mix. When high air pressure, the polypropylene fiber will be sprayed into air. Water soluble PF, glue type fiber, steel are more consistent. Steel fiber and with the glued type is better than other non-glued fibers. Uniform mixing of fiber to be ensured at batching plant. Spray panels should be properly finished. It will help to achieve consistent energy. High workability lead to choking of pipeline in case of polypropylene fibers. Spraying technique. Nozzleman shall confirm the strength criteria, achieve less rebound, good appearance to finish short kit surface. If the substrate is such a poor quality, it can not support 50 to 100 layer. Go with 20 to 50 flash coat at first. Check the workability, temperature and equipment functioning. In case of water reduction, reduce thickness, increase the nozzle distance, increase the accelerator dosage. Nozzle should keep the distance between 0.5 to 1 meter. The nozzle man shall direct the nozzle perpendicular to the surface to which he is applying the short kit. Must be calibrated the spray machine before use. You can see how the operator is spraying and it is maintaining the proper distance, angle, and a perfect spray is being observed by if you have the good, skilled, and certified nozzle man. Also, equipments. Spraying concrete is being used as final lining. The main factor is high-end quality equipment, a precise dosing system, and powerful pump with minimal pulsation to distribute concrete continuously, quickly, and evenly. Best results. You can see the machine 360-degree rotation of the nozzle, and its distance from the surface to nozzle should be 0.5 to 1 meter, and the angle should be perpendicular to the face, and the good equipment gives you low pulsation and good results as per you can see on the screen. Temperature is a very important factor in shortcut. If your shortcut is not hardened, your strength will not be achieved. Temperature is most important key for spray concrete in normal or extreme weather condition. Low temperature is slow setting. Proper material storage set to be ensured. Hot water should be more than 60 degrees centigrade temperature to be used carefully, and frequent moisture adjustment to be done regularly. Spray concrete temperature must be plus 13 degrees centigrade at site. Accelerator admixture shall be heated up to 20 degrees centigrade so as less rebound shall be ensured. At our extreme conditions, we always follow the best practices to keep the material in dry condition, and if your material, your procedure is good, then you can achieve the good results. You can keep the you can see the screen, the accelerator is being kept inside the tunnel, your material will be heated properly, will be free from the snow or the low temperature, and it will work always nicely. A real case study and implementation of controlling the shortcut temperature and other parameter in extreme weather condition. As you can see by this visualized video, at -24 temperature you can plan a good shortcutting activity and with proper quality control. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. There are some doubts in the comment section. So I'll
Okay, sir.
just read out to you.
Okay, sir.
So I'll just start from the beginning. So Mr. Ranganathan is asking, is there any minimum strength requirement for various grout mix?
uh, it's depend upon the which grout mix you are going to perform. Like pre-injection grouting, there is the strength criteria 20 MPa should attend. Like you are going to fill the fissures and cracks and fill the voids, that should attend 20 MPa, 20 megapascal. If you are going with the microfine, ultrafine or other colloidal silica, it gives hardly 5 to 10 MPa strength at 28 days only.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Sir.
sir. Sir, the
Thank you.
other Mr. Ranganathan has one more doubt. Can you please suggest brand of ultra slash microfine cement available in India?
Ultra fine and micro fine is available like some manufacturer in India. However, every manufacturer do not make the micro fine, ultra fine, colloidal silica. Some manufacturer make the colloidal silica. Some manufacturer make the ultra fine. Like Mapai has a manufacturer who has the ultra fine like Microsem 9000, BSF having the 650 and all kind of material. They have micropine, ultrapine and also colloidal silica. The Normet is also expert. They have the equipment and chemical grouts like micropine, but some manufacturer do the production and import or take from outside India, and that's why the reason is not being frequently used. If in India the manufacturer is precisely making the microfine, ultrafine and other materials, then it is good. And Ambuja is doing in that line, but their material still needs some improvement. That is my submission.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you for the answers. Then we have next question is, can we use same admixtures used in concrete for grout?
uh, we can do the trials. We can, I as per my experience, I cannot suggest, because the manufacturer always recommend which manufacturer is supplying the Bicofine or Ultrafine, their compatibility is okay or not. So it is depend upon their materials characteristic and the admixture, which type of admixture you are using for concrete and other grade of short kit maybe. So that has to be performed through rheological test, or the characteristic parameter you have targeted as per contact that can be established. Then you can answer you what is the best. Sometimes the special type of chemicals being added which give initially flow, but after 30 minutes or 1 hour it gives the setting and better improvement in shrinkage and strength as well.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, the next question is strength differences of using steel slash polypropylene fibers in shotcrete. Which one is higher?
Steel fiber I will recommend where the ground condition is very poor, where the strengthen is required more, where you want to introduce like low rebound or the consistency. However, polypropylene fiber has the advantage lightweight, and if it has a higher volume, so it is giving the same energy and the consistency, but steel fiber doesn't fall down while spraying. Polypropylene fiber has only the disadvantage. One is it free flow while spraying into the surface. It flow 20 or 30% rebound of fiber can be observed. Second is, if any animals and any animals take it, they will immediately die, because globally they have banned due to this reason. But structurally it is giving the strengthen, it is giving the similar and sometime more consistent results as compared to steel fiber. Steel fiber has the potential, but it is being used nowadays in a final lining, avoiding to steel using fibers into the concrete.
Okay, sir. Sir, Mr. Sudhakar wants to know what is the water cement ratio with strength of concrete material with setting time relation?
There is 2 3 question into one. The water cement ratio gives you the requirement of strength. If you have better or low water cement ratio, it will influence your mix set, with a higher grade design while you are designing, but your mix is demanding the water is less and admixture is higher. It means your retention and setting time will be higher. If you take the point 0.3 0.34 to 0.37 WC ratio, and your admixture is designing for 3-hour mix, then your setting time will be based on your dosage of accelerator. If your accelerator is 6 7 8% dosage, your variable setting time will be observed. But if you again want to make the lesser dosage of accelerator and higher setting time, it cannot be achieved. So there is a objective which you want. Setting time can be decreased by the accelerator, but cannot be achieve the strength on the same dosage.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you. Mr. Singh wants to know how to cover shotcrete cracks in Himalayan rock.
How to cover
How to
cracks
cover
in
shotcrete
Himalayan.
cracks in Himalayan rock.
The shortcut cracks cannot be avoided if it is coming due to the water losses like sandy or clay strata, and you are spraying upon the surface where the water being observed from the shortcut. The water is observed by the surface, and it is not a structural crack. However, it may be a sinkage cracks or minor cracks, and you want to avoid it. You can add the microsilica or some quantity of fly ash into the shortcut. Your chance of crack in the shortcut are very less.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mukesh, sir, for your wonderful webinar on shortcreting and grouting. I'm sure that your experience will be very useful for everyone, and hope all the members have a clear idea on our topic today.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity. And I am just feeling nervous because my network and the communication was not proper. So something is embarrassing me. But
Not
thank
an
you
issue,
for
Mr. Mukesh.
inviting me.
Yeah, not an issue. We all know because most of the people are in the remote areas in tunneling as well.
Sir,
So
sir.
I just want to say that if anyone has doubts or queries, you can forward it to us, and then we'll communicate with Mr. Mukesh, and we'll post it on our social media platform, so other people may also benefit from it. And I would like to inform all that the past webinars are available in our YouTube channel, and this webinar will be updated shortly. If you are not a member and want to become a member, kindly contact us for the further details. And before signing off, I would like to request all the members to renew the membership for the year 2022 to ensure timely benefits. And once again, thank you, Mr. Mukesh, for sharing your experience.
Thank you, sir. Thank
And
you.
have a great weekend. Stay safe and happy tunneling.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mukesh, sir.
And I would also like to invite new members to be a part of TAIym, so we can share this type of webinars and as well as our knowledge with everyone.